Welcome to Transformations with Tara Sutphen. Tara Sutphen is the author of Blame It on Your Past Lives, Soul Agreements, and The Abenda Chronicles. Grammy-nominated audios, videos, and MP3 series. You can find these MP3 series now at tarainsight.com.
Welcome to Transformations with Tara. This is Tara Sutphen. And my guest and co-host today is Jason D McKean. And he is the voice of over 1 million sold recordings of Om throughout the world. And so many albums. He has Om Eternity, Eternal Om Serenity, Om Indigenous, Om Beats, 108 Sacred Ohms, a lot of them here.
And my most famous one, Om Sanctuary.
Oh yes, Om Sanctuary. It's really wonderful and beautiful.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm very good today. We've been on a big trip. We went to Arizona together. Mm-hmm. So we did the Sedona seminar. It was really beautiful. Everybody who was there loved it. And we wish you all could have joined us. It was amazing. It was.
It really was. That's the thing about, the seminars that you put together, the people that come in. It's like there's this instant camaraderie. It's like, everyone is just kind of, I don't know if they just tune into the same frequency or what, but it's just a really beautiful group.
Thank you. Yeah, it's delightful. We just had a delightful time. And the weather wasn't too hot. And it was kind of just right. Yeah. It did rain a little bit on one day, but it was kind of cleansing and beautiful as well. The red rocks. And then, it was snowing up in Flagstaff and up. So, there was snow as well, but not in Sedona itself, but surrounding it. So it was nice. It was really super nice. It wasn't like dangerous roads or anything. It was
no.
It was just delightful.
Yeah, it was easy. It was like an easy weekend. And, it looked like that there was, it wasn't too bad as far as like the other, like tourists and all, like for those who went out hiking and all. It's just like really wonderful weather. It's like perfect weather to go out in
it wasn't
the vortexes.
Crowded. It wasn't crowded at all.
Yeah.
It was nice. It was perfect.
Yeah, and I had my fill of like Mexican food and had some wonderful meals. Yeah. And it's just like
we went to go to the Italian restaurant, and then it was the Mexican place next door, and so we went to that instead.
Right.
We just are drawn to have some great food, great fun. And I always love to go onto the patio in Oaxaca. It's always so great.
Yeah.
Red rocks.
Oh boy, the scenery is just, it's just out of this world. There's nothing like Sedona and that red rock that just, talk about like instill you with like, new energy. It's so refreshing, so recharging.
Yeah. And that's our topic today, is how do we renew ourselves with, new energy?
Yeah. Creating new energy. It's like with the seminar, it was a psychic seminar as far as we did all these processes to enhance ourself. And, I think that when someone places themselves in an environment where they get to just see what they got, they can strut their stuff a bit, as far as their psychic self and all that creates an excitement, right? It's like, what's going to happen? I don't know, but you see, the levels that you attain and that helps to create new energy.
Right. It does. It creates new energy. So with that, we've been creating new energy as far as we've just ended Pisces and we're going into Aries now. So the Aries is the new portal, for the new year, really. And we do it, our resolutions on January 1st, but April is really the starting of the zodiac. So, and it's about the new light that's coming into the earth. And so it's about the new light until we come to summer solstice, because we came in through the spring equinox now. So that light each and every day gives us more and more, that we should be awakening again on the earth. So we're awakening. So how are you awakening? Are you awakening with more energy after a long winter's night of the soul as we went through winter? Or are you a little too tired still? What are you doing? Yeah. So let's create some new energy. New energy, of course, can be, like your eating habits can change, and your sleeping habits, and your exercising habits. But what else is it that you want? Because, this renewed energy gives you the stamina to create what you want, the vitality to go forward. So what do you want upcoming, Jace?
As it, here in the US, as it just bit by bit just keeps opening up, where people can look to congregate and all. I want to be out in the world a little bit, more and more, as far as like with the classes and thank you again for allowing me to do my process there in your seminar.
Oh yeah, no, it's great.
Which was a tarot process, but it was also one that I can only do live. It's very difficult to do what I was doing in a Zoom format, because of the exchange of materials and all that we were doing. And it shows like a different a different layer of how connected we are as people, as beings on the earth. And so I want to be able to do more of those types of things too. These processes that one can only do live. That's part of what I want to do, and that's it's like the weekend. It helped to reinvigorate that, to reacquaint me with what it was that I was doing a lot of before, and to reintegrate that into what it is that I do, because that's energy, that's fuel for me and this work. This is what I bring to the work.
Right. What you're bringing into the work these days.
Yeah, it's really important for me to talk about energy and the being in a flow and alignment. And so it's like, why talk about it when you can show the process in a live setting? And so things like that, that's what I'm looking to do more of upcoming. How about yourself?
Well, I'm finishing up the book, so I'll be finishing up that book and have very little to go. So it's very nice. Very
excellent.
Nice.
Excellent.
Yes. And and I have more seminars. We're going to do another seminar in Sedona, Shaman Apex, which is a different seminar than the psychic seminar. It's a gathering of healers. So it's coming together and just really just praying, blessing, just being together. If you have problems, like just really working on those to release those. So it's great. It's going to be a great seminar. I mean, we had one right before lockdown. It was the last weekend before lockdown. And boy, it was magical. It was so magical. So yeah, this one will be really great. It's a good release in upcoming days. So who comes as the shaman to that, because I know many shaman of the world, and love all of them. But the shaman that are available to come to this are Jason, and also Swokanum, who is a Lummi elder, and he is incredible. He plays violin for the Seattle Symphony, and he's a fantastic soul on the earth. And then we have Walter Soaring's Eagle. I always want to call him Soaring Spirit because we used to have that magazine.
Why is that? Is it because of Soaring Spirit magazine? Forever?
Yes, forever. So,
yeah.
So we have Soaring Eagle, and he is a axotonal specialist. And so it's really great. I mean, like, he just moves your energy. Talking about new energy, he can just give you some and move yours around, shake you up a little. It's great. Yeah. So, yeah. And I always like to magnetically apply some of that new energy, to call in and create intention for the right things and not the wrong things.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, that's what we look for, right? Is when we, have, sometimes it's a spark within us. Sometimes it just starts out as this spark, and it's up to us to nurture that spark, is to, find areas so that it can grow, and to say yes to those directions that are positive, that feel like we're, making a choice within ourselves to, if we're looking to change things up, to be in a more positive direction, than to take those steps and to be open to how it, starts to manifest itself. Sometimes if something is unknown, we can be like, oh, I don't know about it, because we like the surety of a path sometimes, but
that doesn't create new energy.
But that can, it can keep us locked in to just repeating, the same patterns over and over, and so that we're just comfortable in that. And life is about taking those steps into like where we're partners in our own sense of who we need to be, what we're moving towards, and where we go into the unknown, and it all becomes known. We can figure it out as we go. But
we don't have to give up our security base. We're just, we just need to entertain ourselves, read a book, learn something new, make money in a different way sometimes.
Yeah.
That sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Know if you're not happy with your current weight, that you have to change your eating habits, or you cut sugar and salt out of your diet, since things like that.
That was really nice, all that celery juice that we were drinking.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So at the seminar in Sedona, I rent a ranch. I rent the whole ranch. And so they were great chefs, and the chefs, they made a celery juice and banana smoothies.
Oh, only as part of it. It wasn't just celery juice. Okay, that's it. No, it was in the morning.
A gourmet meal in the.
Oh my God, it's amazing.
It was so good. It was so good. Yeah.
Still dreaming about that pecan pie.
Oh yeah. See?
and it's all like just natural ingredients. A lot of it's like just vegan, right?
Yeah, vegan. It was nice.
Yeah, it was really great.
Super. But that's just beautiful.
That celery juice, it like really like just helps to, set you off right in the
right.
morning.
It was a big, huge glass of it. Yeah, it was like, yeah, it was great.
It's funny because Sue will sometimes make she'll juice in the morning, and I'll get like this glass that's about this big,
yeah,
full of celery juice, and I'm like, oh, that's a lot. you know, when I'm just waking up.
Right.
But these were like twice that size, and it was
Yeah,
like,
they were the big
whoa.
glasses. Yeah.
It's good
Mhm.
stuff. But it helps to, you know, just like invigorate, you know, your body, your being. That's a way of creating new energy too, is to you know, change up your diet, so you're not just, you know, doing the same things every morning, or those things that will just kind of weigh you down too, you know, or those naughty things, you know, like an Entenmann's coffee cake or something, you know. It's like, if you're looking to,
I
you know,
don't know if I've ever eaten an Entenmann's coffee cake.
like in the morning, like a cinnamon roll, or
No. No, since
I
I've been
have
in
done
my
it.
early 20s, that's not usually I mean, I wish that I could, I can have pancakes or waffles. I can't have cinnamon rolls.
It's kind of a similar concept, you know, eating like a cake kind of thing in the morning. It's like, I mean, it's
Very
like
American, I think.
yeah, I mean, it's European, you know, it definitely comes from there, like
Well,
Germany.
maybe coffee cake with coffee in the afternoon, but not coffee, not really in the morning.
Yeah.
They do
Well, like
jams.
bread,
They do
toast.
bread and jams. Yeah.
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 Preserves.
But yeah, it's like we can, you know, start to slog ourselves down early, unless we, you know, do
And
things
Entenmann's are gonna be
that
mad.
what's that?
They're gonna be mad now.
Entenmann's
Why did you just name us? There's all sorts of companies.
or Hostess,
Yeah,
you know, you can just like
yeah,
go
but I
through the
mean,
list.
it's a sugar. It's a sugar. Sugars can make you feel tired.
Yeah, it's like, you know, it's like that where they spike you, right? It's like, you know, you eat something, it's like zzz, and then you know, crash you. And the physical part of our being, I mean, that's important about how we sustain our energy. You know, if we have like that spark within us to like, yeah, I really want to do that, I want to go in that, move in that direction, that's, you know, getting the inner self all, you know, worked up and ready to move. But you know, we have to sustain our vessel too, so that we don't you know, crash out in the afternoon, and then you know, it's like we dissipate the energy. It all works together.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. We have to feed ourselves. It's fuel for like the car. If we're giving sugar water to the car, it means it's not going to run. So it's like we're the same thing. We have to have it exactly what we need. Make us run right. So our brain works.
Yeah, no, be okay to change it up, you know, if
Yeah.
it's not working, so that you can find that you know, fine tuning of your best self.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, best self, talking about some of the best self. Has everybody picked it up yet?
Yay.
Yay. Inspiring magazine. I'm out this week. Yeah, every store in America, pretty much, as far as grocery stores, drugstores, Walmart, Target, some Targets. I don't know if many Targets are on the list. And then and also Barnes and Noble.
Barnes and Noble. We did go into a couple of
Bookstores.
Barnes and Nobles, and we bought a few out for gifts for people, and that was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun. We were on the hunt but that was because it was up, it wasn't out until Tuesday of this week. That's the day that it actually was to be on the shelves. Yeah, but it takes weeks, you don't really know. Sometimes with the magazines, it takes weeks to get to the shelf. Yeah.
What's they have like a policy of like selling out like the previous issues or something like that before they stock the new ones?
No, now these days, I think that was in the old days. These days they keep the previous issues until they all sell. Everything is there. Yeah. And I mean, unless there's a lot of them or something, but there hasn't been. I've only seen like one or two of the old magazines when I was going through.
Right. Right. Well, congratulations
Thank
on
you.
your issue there of Aspiring magazine.
Yes. Yeah. It's really beautiful. Everybody should pick it up anyway. It's a fun magazine. Really nice. Yeah. Aspiring people for sure. All the rest of the people that are interviewed. Nice. Yeah. So anyway, they did do one typo.
Oh,
Pretty funny. I'd like for you just to like, what? But it seems that I was very, I don't know. I think Jason did it just magnetically.
what? Why am I getting
directed.
blamed? Why am I getting blamed for that?
Yeah, because hogs were everywhere. It says that Tara Sutphen lives in Los Angeles with her 2 horses and 2 hogs. So it makes me sound very eccentric. Yes. And you know, my French bulldog is like a flying pig monkey. And but Sophia from Brazil, you know, from the Amazon, she isn't, definitely not.
She's not a hog.
No, she's not hot. So so anyway, it was just, it's a funny error, right? But in Sedona, I was surrounded all weekend by javelina. They wanted to be my pets.
The wild
They
boar.
were very good. Well, I have to say they were very well mannered for being, you know, wild warthogs. Yeah, but because there were like 20 of them at a time, so it wasn't like there were just 2. There were 20, 12 and 20. Yeah, it was pretty gnarly. And then we'd see like a lone one, but they were just everywhere. It was like, why? Because Maxine said I owned hogs. The universe was like, here they are. Yeah.
It's like, next time make the typo, I own 2 mansions,
Yeah.
or, you know, like something else that we can manifest, right?
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, it needs to be something else to manifest for
but
sure.
when was the last time that you were, you know, saw so many javelina and all that?
Never. I mean, I've seen javelina, but I have never been around or had one-on-one with javelina. Like, I mean, we had one-on-one. Jason trying to get into the place we were staying, you know, had a 10-digit code, and they're all surrounding the car. Yeah, it was a nightmare. Yeah.
Adventure, right?
It was and then they just appear every night when we came back. It was like, my God, what is this? They were just like the welcoming committee.
They read the article.
They read the article
in your magazine. It's like they wanted to like meet. It's like, really? You've got 2 hogs? Well,
Yeah.
You need more.
She loves us. She loves us. Yeah, I don't know what it was, but it was, yeah. Pretty funny.
Yeah, that would be hard to you know, coming back through the border there, having 20 hogs in your car. And it's like, oh no, they're my kids.
Yeah. They're like babies. No. I won't do it.
Gotta stay there in Sedona.
Right. They were really, and they were cute. They were cute, kind of.
Yeah.
If you weren't too afraid of them. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I was in shorts.
Yeah.
You know, I was traveling. I was in shorts. I was on vacation. I didn't need you know,
in the cold weather. It was very
yeah,
cold.
I know. It's like funny.
Okay, Jason. Yes. Yeah. So yeah. He was very funny. I should have gotten a lot more video, but you know, at the time you're not thinking video.
No.
And of not getting really kind of, you know, like they're getting ready to kind of run at you and run into your legs or something. Yeah.
Yeah, with their sharp teeth and tusks and all. And it's like, no, thank you.
No. Yeah.
But it's
They were well behaved, actually. You know, we just talked to them. We told them, you know, hey, you know, like, don't be coming near the car. Just
Yeah, there was some stern, commands. It's like,
Yeah.
like you would a
No.
dog or
Yeah,
something. Yeah.
right. And they seem to resonate okay with that. And then just talk to them, hey, you guys are fine, but we don't, I don't know what you want. Maybe people feed you, and we're not going to do that today because I already have you every day here. That'd be a nightmare. Yeah, what do I feed you and why? Yeah.
Uh, yeah. So, but what's kind of fun about that, because we've talked about that, I mean, it created excitement, right? And it was a strange synchronicity, with the magazine article.
Yeah, it was just a strange synchronicity.
And, it's like that energy that it creates. It's not about being fearful of, the environment and all that. It's just kind of having fun with it, right? It's just like, oh,
Right.
that's an interesting, and it shows, like, those things that come up, they can lead to other experiences. They can manifest other experiences. So how it is that you focus your mindset, especially when you're in kind of that new territory, is to create something that has a either positive outcomes, or something that is you can use as an example of how to create positive experiences just from putting it out there, having that conversation with the universe, where it's like, I would like to create new opportunities for this in a certain area, and put it out there, and allow for the universe to
To hear
present
you.
itself.
So that was kind of a good example of the universe hears me on some level. I mean, it's giving me lots of pigs, that's for sure. After that, yeah. After that typo. It's like, oh, the universe, oh, here. She likes them. Because I source every day.
And you were saying that pigs, they represent like prosperity.
They do. So the meaning of pigs is that you're gonna like put on the hog, you're having a great year. So the thing is that pigs are great as far as the omen of pigs.
Living high on the hog.
Money, abundance. And they're great. They're dedicated and loyal to each other. Yeah. So I guess it's going to be a really great year for me. There were a lot of pigs. We counted up to 20 at one time.
Yeah, there was a lot.
And then it was like, oh, did they go down the road? And then there they were, because it's so dark. There they were staring at us 2 feet away, 3 feet away.
Yeah.
Bye, kids. Nope.
Living high on the hog this year.
Yeah, but they are all, like I said, very well behaved, really. They didn't snort or be weird. They were just looking. And I'm really thinking, probably looking for handouts. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I was like,
Yeah, it's like we didn't give them that, didn't encourage that at all.
No. I don't know what that brings. And, you shouldn't really do that to wildlife anyway. It's a bad tease. Yeah. And especially, there it's so wild, and there's plenty for them, for pigs, probably. There's plenty to eat and plenty to do. Mm-hmm. That's what I was thinking. But our adventures. Oh, and then there was a skunk one night too, with the pigs. So anyway, the skunk though is that they're a pretty good omen as well. They're not really a bad omen.
Mhm.
It's just like spiders. Spiders are a very good omen as far as, weaving the web of your family. But yeah, so the skunk was, there as well. But he skedaddled fast when all the pigs showed up. So it was perfect.
Yeah, he wasn't sticking around at all.
No, but I've seen a lot of skunks up there, and I'm around a lot of skunks, at barns and stuff. They hang out a lot of barns that I frequent.
Mhm.
Equine therapy to just hanging out, different barns. So yeah. So if you have any brush or anything, usually they're hanging around the brush. Yeah. But
That's where they live.
yeah. Now, that's one of the big lies that my kids did, when back in the day. There's a couple really big lies they kept from me. And one was I went to Hawaii and I came home and my dog smelled just a little weird. And I said, oh, what happened here? And they said, oh, nothing, he must we gave him a bath. He must just be dirty still or something. And that was Hoboken, my great white Samoyed that everybody loved. Anyway, and it was just like, gosh, just smells a little off. But he'd gotten sprayed by a skunk. And all the boys, there were like 3 or 4 boys, they, washed him in tomato juice and did all sorts of stuff for him, but he still stunk. But the kids wouldn't tell me. Like, oh my God, we're not taking care of mom's dog. She's going to kill us, so let's bathe her and not tell her. It's like, why?
I mean, there's no shame in that though, as far as like the,
No, he's a dog.
Yeah,
he's a dog who's, didn't leave the skunk alone. Granted, Hoboken was very loving, so he probably thought it was his friend, and the skunk decided dogs are not his friend. So yeah, he got it.
Yeah. Well, hopefully, that's the only lie that your kids have said.
No, there's others. Yeah. Yeah. No, at a moon ritual one year, Cheyenne confessed that, and it was 3 years later, so about Bentley, my beanie dog, anyway, my little French bulldog, that he was in the jaws of a coyote.
Oh.
Yeah. And that Chewy actually saved him, Willie's dog. But it was like, really? Were you guys really not watching him that closely? Because I'm so on him, So they obviously were not.
He must have been a lot younger as far as.
Oh yeah, gosh,
he's pretty stout.
That little rascal. He's such a rascal, Yeah, he's not so much of a rascal anymore. He's 10 and a half, and he's going on 11. So he's not a rascal anymore. But boy, in his day, the dog would levitate from a stopped position and be on the couch or on a chair. I mean, you just were like, how did he get there? Just, and, he just had so much energy. And, the coyote. Yeah, that's just crazy. Him being in jaws by coyote taking it off with them.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And Chewy coming, racing and running down the coyote, and he dropped him. Yeah, but he wasn't hurt at all. Didn't break the skin or something.
I'd be a little emotionally scarred, maybe, if I was in the jaws of, another.
Well, I would be,
animal.
but then at my Big Bear Ranch, well, they just, all the kids they did a pact, Willie and Cheyenne, don't tell mom.
At least not until, it's way past the event.
Well, yeah, like 3 years later, Cheyenne at a moon ritual.
Don't tell psychic mom, who's going to find out anyway.
Well, and I've always been freaked out about the coyotes and different things with him because, he doesn't know when to back off. So you know, you guys have seen that bear video where those two French bulldogs are chasing the bear and the bear races over the fence and everything, scared to death of the French bulldogs. Well, he's been one of those French bulldogs, you know, definitely like, you know, if there's a noise or something, he's always like, not the scared one. He's the one, I'll get it. I'll take care of it, you know, and goes toward the problem, you know? Yeah. It's like, no, get back here. And yeah, so, and then when I had my ranch up in Big Bear, he was really quite funny. Yeah. I mean, you know, we had everything, mountain lions to wild donkeys to bears and a lot of coyotes. Yeah. So, you know, but it was fenced, but they would run along, the dogs would run along the fence with the coyotes and stuff. And I'm like, Dad blasted, get in here, you know. What do you think you're doing?
Did you have any hogs up there?
I didn't have a hog. Didn't have a hog or chickens. I don't think there were javelina out there. Not that I ever saw.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I didn't have the hog thing then. See, I've never had the hog thing until they mentioned it in the magazine. And now I had the hog thing.
It's like a
So
new
I probably
layer.
won't have the hog thing again necessarily, but it's a great article. Everybody, you know, it's fun. The magazine is fun. Yeah, and they're having some kind of empowerment group too. I'll have to put that out on my social media because the magazine is having some speakers and empowering, and it's in Pasadena. I think it's going to be in LA. So yeah.
So it'll be a live event that they're
Going to be a
together.
live event that they're doing. Yes.
Is that the summertime?
No, I think it's going to be April 30th, maybe.
Okay, it's pretty soon.
May. Pretty soon. Yeah, pretty soon, I'm thinking. Yeah, and they're from back east. So, you know, it's just kind of nice that they're going to do it in the West.
Are you one of the speakers since you're in
Well,
their magazine?
I have been slated to be one of the speakers, but I don't know if I'm one of the speakers here. I don't know if I said yes. So yet, so I'll see if they have me slated.
Sure.
I might be, because the owner of the magazine, she texts me, calls me all the time. So yeah, I'm sure that maybe I'm on the list. She just thinks she probably told me. Yeah.
Right. Well, make sure you schedule it out that it's it all works out in your own busy schedule.
Yeah, my schedule is quite the schedule. Yes.
Excellent. I mean, it sounds like, as far as like creating energy that is, that you're aligned with. I mean, it's like, that's what energy can do. It's like there can be a manifestation such as a magazine article, but then, that takes on a life of its own, right? And it can produce more opportunities. It allows for other people to, see you in a certain way, and to, where energy is something that keeps building. It doesn't just stop at one destination.
Mhm.
It can, get there, and then like we can, have all of these divergent paths there that, it gives you options to be able to choose, what's the next thing that you can follow up on. So it's don't be surprised if and this is for you, it's for those listening, that when you initiate something, that there can be just like one path that you're wanting to move towards, but sometimes there are paths that can kind of jump off of those things too, and there, if there's an alignment with it, if you're okay with it, then it's like taking those opportunities too. It's like
Right.
my path as a tarot reader is not just sitting down with someone and reading, the tarot for someone. It's, where I'll do podcasts, I'll teach, I'll write a book. There are all of these different paths that have the same energetic core to them, and they're just different expressions of what it is that one can offer as their in that place of being centered of who they want to be in the world.
Well, becoming an authority of what you do. Yeah. I mean, that's the important thing. It's becoming an authority.
Yeah. And
you can do all the side stuff all you want, but you actually have to have the meat and potatoes once it's, once the hype is gone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's just going forward, creating intention, creating, the synchronicity, the way I source, and then here it is, one typo and surrounded by. So it's really be careful on what you want. And I love animals. I love shamanic signs and I love animals. And so I guess for me, it just was a perpetuation. But the thing is that what is it that you really want? That, you're in this new phase, this new portal. Here we go. Let's go. We're in action, set, lights, action. Let's go.
Yeah. It's like, with this last weekend too, it was like the full moon and the spring equinox kind of like occurring around the same time. That was powerful energy to be in,
because the full moon was at 27 degrees Pisces, which means that you were starting to go through the portal. So, leave behind all that stuff that you don't want to carry through. Yeah. Yeah. And it was magical. It's a magical moon for the month. It's all about creativity and music and really becoming alive. It's really a beautiful time. Not all moons are like the moon that just happened. This moon that just happened is like a real gentle moon. It just really wants you to have a good life and a good time. Many full moon times are the aspects surrounding it are about working, clarity, get your life together, start planning, like stop messing around. There's a lot of messages that come in with a lot of the full moon stuff. But this one was walk through the portal, start having fun again, and creating that beautiful life, and the creativity of you or enjoying that of others was all around. So that's the message of this full moon.
Yeah, fun is an energy too. It's like we were able to visit with our brother, and we had a lot of laughs. It was very recharging, reinvigorating.
Yeah, we did have a lot of laughs. We become kids again, and really, we're just in our bubble.
Yeah. I don't know that I've stopped being a kid, as far as but when it comes to hanging out with you and our brother, it's like we just like there's a desire to just really laugh like hard too. It's like our rule is to watch Tara and make sure she's not eating anything or drinking anything before we say something that's going to make her crack up, because it's like,
right, I'm a great audience to them, but they're going to make me choke to death. I'm going to laugh so hard.
So we have to, can't, we have to have like some guidelines.
Yeah, that's the only guideline. We don't want Tara to die laughing. Yeah. And you know, they just, it's not really anything. It's not anything serious. Talking about anybody. It's just us just being goofy and kind of, I don't know, entertaining ourselves. Looks very little.
Yeah, well, I mean, it does help to regenerate oneself too, to feel joy, to allow themselves to feel joy, to I you know I always feel that there's a lot of just pressure in the world. There are people even who it's like they can look at you and just say, I'm not giving you permission to laugh, because the world is, a serious place. And it's like, yes, the world is always serious. It is, there's places of seriousness that it's just like,
Yeah,
but
that are overwhelming, of course, for most of us.
but we recharge ourselves when we are in a place of joy, when we can lighten our own heart.
Yeah.
and connect with those that we love in those ways. And then, we can place ourselves back on the battlefield, and just do all the serious stuff that we do too. And, if you're looking to, create to where we're, because it's a choice within yourself where you say, you know what, I'm needing some new energy, and sometimes that self-care is like, it's a vacation, sometimes it's where you just place yourself with people that you love, and that you can lighten up your own being, and you can get that spark going. It's like, that's a choice for that self-care.
Right. And, it's like, I don't find myself that funny, I'm not like a jokester or, I'm even that articulate sometimes on jokes, but I'm a very good audience. And so it's my siblings always, not just Scott and Jason, but Amy too, have always, like said funny things and observations. And so I'm a great audience to them. And it made it fun as kids and as adults. Yeah, we've just had really a fun time.
Yeah, it's okay to make you laugh while you're driving. Well, that's okay. We haven't like driven off the road,
No,
with you
but
laughing so hard.
Yeah, but I mean, there's been a few times where I laughed really hard
Yeah, it's like
while I've been driving.
There's some close calls, but
I don't think we would laugh too hard when this trip. I don't think. I mean, I think more we were surprised at all the javelina, but we weren't.
Yeah, I mean, we got a kick out of it though, as far as like, because of your article, because of it was a synchronicity, and then how it like, it's like your two hogs, they multiplied and they grew into a whole gang
herd
of hogs there,
right?
a whole herd.
What's your website?
My website?
Yeah.
Hogmaster.com.
Right. It's gonna be my new one.
You know what? I'm sure there is a hogmaster.com. I take that back.
Right.
That's probably a guy who looks like me with probably a big beard and drives a Harley,
Right.
Jason D McKean.com. JASONDMCKEAN.com.
And I am TaraInsight.com, TaraInsight.com. Yes. And Shaman Apex.
Yeah, what's the date?
May 13th, 14th, and 15th. We're going to have it Friday the 13th. So May 13th, 14th, 15th. In Sedona, I'm renting the same ranch. So we're going to have the same great food. And so it's going to be fun. It's going to be really fun. We have a medicine wheel. We have a labyrinth. The Rinpoches are getting the land ready for a stupa. It's going to be great.
Yeah, I saw like the model there. There's this replica, of what's going to be built there. It's beautiful.
Beautiful. It's going to be beautiful.
Yeah, it'll be really big and just like, oh.
Well, stupas are guardians. There's 2 stupas at every Asian temple. And so they stand when you come into the portal of the temple. So it's the same thing with Sedona. They don't do them in 2s necessarily, but they do them, they're all over. Well, this is, I think, the second placement of one. They have it in West Sedona. So now there's going to be one in East Sedona.
Yeah. And, it's like Sedona is just a real jewel there in the desert. And you don't see it at all when you're on the main highway. You don't see it at all. And it's not until you take the off-road there, the highway, it going directly into Sedona, that it starts to reveal itself. And that red rock is just, it's incredible. It's just so beautiful. And when you're in the center of Sedona and you're just surrounded by that red rock, it's just a visual treat. And energetically it enhances, all of these aspirations that one has. And if you're looking to, re-energize yourself, it's a wonderful place to go to.
Right. Beautiful. Yeah, we'd love to have you. So sign up if you'd like. shamanapex@yahoo.com, I believe is the email. So you can go ahead and sign up there, or just the website. The website has a button. I'll take down the psychic seminar button in a little while. So that way it's really clear on it was the Shaman Apex in Sedona. Yeah.
Yeah. Excellent.
It's a good one. Yeah. And it's a blast. I mean, we last time had a blast, and a lot of people were healed. I mean, our sister came and she had a lot of, she'd just gotten out of her second 4-stage cancer treatment. And she was having some problems, and now she doesn't have those problems at all. And she really claims that the Shaman Apex was her healing. So it was really nice.
Yeah, it was such a powerful time last time. And it's like when you focus energy in a certain area, it's like you can, create some real changes.
Yeah. So the hogs were just a sighting of that. So let's create some real things. Manifest real wellness and, security and happiness. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll take it as a symbol of the prosperity that they represent.
Yes.
And go from there, to create, a prosperous health, prosperous, opportunities, wealth, all of these things that can bring us deeper fulfillment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll put a few of their pictures up. We did take a few pictures. We just didn't take, some of the really great ones where we're all scrambling around.
Yeah, like
Right.
Well, thank you, Tara, for again, inviting me to
come
in and
fun.
to share with the participants in that way. And it does fill me with new resolve, new energy to do more of the live, and to really start some new things, and it's like once you start it, it's like that's direction, and then it's about making sure that every day you take steps in that direction. Right. And the more energy you have, it's like the the more that you can focus and, just be in it and move through. Like I've got projects, I've got, like some books that need writing of mine, and then, other book projects too from other people. So it's like, I'm, I'm at it.
Right.
I've got the energy to go through with it. So
Right.
thank you.
Lots of love, everybody.